The life and teachings of Socrates. The birth of a thinker. Socrates was born in Athens around 470 BC. His father was a stonemason and his mother was a midwife. From a young age, he showed a keen interest in philosophy. Early influences. Socrates was influenced by the teachings of the pre-Socratics, especially Heraclitus and Pythagoras, who instilled in him a love for wisdom. The art of questioning. Socrates developed the Socratic Method, a form of cooperative, argumentative dialogue that encourages critical thinking through questioning. The search for truth. Socrates dedicated his life to seeking truth and understanding, often stating, "The unexamined life is not worth living." The Athenian society. Living in Athens, Socrates witnessed the political turmoil and moral decay, which fueled his desire to challenge the status quo. The role of the philosopher. Socrates believed that philosophers should guide society and help individuals achieve virtue and wisdom. The trial of Socrates. In 399 BC, Socrates was put on trial for corrupting the youth and impiety. He defended his beliefs passionately. The defense of Socrates. During the trial, Socrates argued that he was a benefactor to society, encouraging people to think and reflect. The verdict. Despite his defense, Socrates was found guilty and sentenced to death. He accepted the verdict with grace, remaining true to his principles. The last days. In his final days, Socrates spent time with his friends, discussing philosophy and the nature of the soul. The death of Socrates. Socrates was executed by drinking poisoned hemlock. He faced death calmly, believing in the immortality of the soul. Legacy of wisdom. Socrates left a profound legacy, influencing countless philosophers, including Plato and Aristotle. The Socratic paradox. Socrates famously claimed, "I know that I know nothing," emphasizing the importance of humility in the pursuit of knowledge. The importance of virtue. He taught that virtue is the highest good and that knowledge is essential to achieving it. Socratic irony. Socrates often used irony to provoke thought, claiming ignorance to draw out the knowledge of others. The pursuit of happiness. Socrates believed that true happiness comes from living a virtuous life, not from material wealth. The role of dialogue. Socrates emphasized the importance of dialogue in discovering truth, encouraging open discussion and debate. The concept of the soul. He taught that the soul is immortal and that its well-being is more important than physical pleasures. The influence on Plato. Plato, a student of Socrates, recorded many of his teachings, preserving his thoughts for future generations. Socrates in popular culture. Socrates' ideas have permeated literature, art, and modern philosophy, making him a timeless figure. Socratic method in education. His method of questioning has become a fundamental technique in educational settings around the world. The importance of self-knowledge. Socrates stressed that understanding oneself is crucial for personal growth and moral development. The challenge to authority. Socrates often challenged the norms and authorities of his time, advocating for independent thought. The role of ethics. He believed that ethics should guide human behavior and that moral knowledge is essential for a just society. Socrates and democracy. Socrates had a complex relationship with democracy, often critiquing the decisions made by the masses. The philosophical legacy. His teachings laid the groundwork for Western philosophy, influencing various schools of thought. The nature of knowledge. Socrates believed that knowledge is not just about facts, but about understanding the essence of things. The importance of reflection. He encouraged individuals to reflect on their lives, choices, and beliefs to achieve greater wisdom. Socrates' impact on future generations. His ideas have inspired countless movements, including existentialism and modern ethics. The eternal philosopher. Socrates' life and teachings continue to resonate, reminding us of the importance of questioning, dialogue, and the pursuit of truth.